Okay, so good morning all. Let's all settle down for our morning meditation, which is called Anapana Sati, given by Buddha 2500 years back. So according to him, when we observe our breath, we are not with our thoughts because we can do only one thing at a time, either concentrate on our breathing or concentrate on our thoughts. We are breathing anyway involuntarily, but what we breathe in is just the air rich in oxygen, and what we breathe out is the air which is rich in carbon dioxide. But when the pranic energy mixes up with this breath, which comes in during your meditation, then it changes into prana energy. Okay? It is this prana energy which actually heals you on all spheres, whether it is physical, mental, emotional, or intellect. So that is the magic. When we meditate, our thoughts become less. We go into the no mind state. When we stay in that no mind state for long, then we draw in a lot of cosmic energy from the universe through our Ingla Pingla Nadis. If you don't understand the terminology, it's perfectly fine because the process is happening whether you understand or you don't understand. So when it comes in through our Ingla Pingla Nadis, which are on the either side of the Sushumna Nadi, the Sushumna Nadi runs down through your spine. Okay, and as it runs, the energy runs down through your spine. It then rises up through each and every chakras. Now, some of the people on this group have understood each chakra quite elaborately. We can repeat that later some other time. But as of now, you just concentrate on your meditation. That is learning the knack of observing your breath. So we are just going to observe our breath. That is the only difference between breathing when we are conscious and breathing when we are doing meditation. So in meditation, we are just adding, observing the breath also. As the breath comes in, you have to be aware that the breath is coming in. When the breath goes out, you have to be aware of the breath going out. So because you're all beginners, in fact, I'm also a beginner. So now, as of now, we need a little music to help us. Otherwise, music is not meditation. Listening to music is not meditation. In fact, even observing your breath is not meditation. Observing your breath is helping you for your mind to go into the no mind state. We cannot go into the no mind state at this moment, at this, I would say, stage in our spiritual journey. So we need some support. We need some prop. So what is that prop? Now, if you listen to any mantras or bhajans, that is very, very soothing, very calming, very nice, but it will not help you to go into a no mind state. I hope you get the difference. So when we have to go into the no mind state, that means we have to reduce our thoughts by not using our mind so much. But when we do anything else, we have to use our mind. So the Buddha gave us this technique in which we don't use our mind. We don't have to use our mind because even a person who's in coma can breathe. So breathing is the only activity which you can actually do without using your mind. So my dear friends, settle down. We are going to remember the C's. Okay, sit comfortably. That's the first C. Sit very, very comfortably. We are not going to tax ourselves. If sitting straight is hurting your back, you don't have to sit in 90 degrees. You can take a back support of your cushion, your sofa, your chair. Just avoid not sitting on the bed where you have been sleeping because the energies on that bed is different. And the energies you are going to imbibe in are more pranic. So let us sit in a place which is not where we have been sleeping because you'll go off to sleep otherwise. So sit on a chair, sit on a floor, sit on a sofa, whatever is comfortable for you. So that's the first C. Second C is cross your feet. Okay, I can't show you my feet at the moment. Cross your feet. Third C, cross your fingers like this. We are closing a circuit. So whatever energy which comes inside our body will go on circulating inside our body, up and down our chakras. Okay, so close your fingers. Remove your specs if you're wearing specs. And last, close your eyes, which is the most important. Now, whatever happens, even if the sky falls, we will not open our eyes, okay? You can change your position if you're becoming uncomfortable, sitting for a long time in one position. You can just change your position. You can spread out your legs. All that will not make much of a difference. When you spread out your legs, you can still just keep them crossed like that. So keeping the legs crossed, keeping fingers into fingers, and keeping the eyes closed is the most important, because the energy which we are going to take in leaks out from our hands, from our feet, and 80% from our eyes. Okay, so all settle. You may drink a glass of water if you want, because when you draw in a lot of energy, the heat of the body rises, which some of you did feel when we did it earlier. So the temperature of your body may rise. So therefore you need to drink a glass of water, and keep that glass of water near you, because you're going to drink little more water after you finish meditation. Okay. And after this, we are just going to go in a flow. All you have to be aware of is your breath coming in and your breath going out. Okay. So just because you've just gotten up from sleep, so just to clear your nostrils, you can do 2-3 rounds of Anulom Vilom. That is, you just close one nostril and you close one nostril, breathe in from the other nostril, close that nostril and breathe out from this nostril. Just do this exercise for 3-4 times so that both your nostrils are clear. Okay? So we are all prepared to take in the energy from the universe, from the cosmos, and change our breath, our breathing into prana energy. Prana energy is the life source, which is going to help you at all levels. Okay, so that's the science. And let's just go ahead now. Dim your lights. I hope you're in a room where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 45 minutes at least. I'm sure everybody's sleeping at this time. Anyway, so settle down now and close your eyes. Close your eyes, my dear friends. Do 2-3 rounds of Anulom Vilom so that your nostrils are absolutely clean and clear. And now we're just going to take one long breath in. Through your nostrils and breathe out through your mouth, relaxing your entire body. Your legs, your thighs, your hips, your lower back, upper back, shoulders. Another long breath in and breathe out through your mouth and relax your head, your shoulder muscles, your neck, your forehead. Last long breath in and a long breath out. Relax your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your lips, your ears, your chin. Now your lungs are fully prepared to breathe in a lot of oxygenated air. The aim is to go into a no-mind state. My dear friends, we have lots of thoughts in our head. And one day we get 50 to 70,000 thoughts in our heads. Most of them are memories of the past or worries of the future. When we think of the past, we remember guilt, shame, overanalysis. And when we think of the future, we fear the unknown and worry about what could happen, feeling anxious for what is, what if. Let us try and remain in the present moment, because the life is only in this moment. When we learn to live in the here and now, we will get clarity, acceptance, joy, and inner peace. Place your awareness somewhere near your nostrils and start checking each breath which is coming in and going out. When you breathe in, just say to yourself, I know I'm breathing in. And when you breathe out, think, I know I'm breathing out. Now let us lose our identities, drop all resistance, and raise our vibrations by thinking of that one person we love the most, or any one event of your life which has given you immense happiness. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. And we are just going to be with our breath, our normal, natural, simple, easy, relaxed breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. In our normal day-to-day life, our body and mind is always separated by our thoughts. Let us attain oneness of our body and mind by reducing these thoughts. Our body is here and our thoughts are elsewhere. So let us try and bring them together, our body and our mind. Because when you are not there, you miss life. So to make oneself available to life, we need to be there. Let us begin to be alive. Let us begin to be present. Let us begin to be mindful and awake. So drop all resistance now. Your ego, your analytic minds, which is nothing but an extension of your ego. Drop it all and become pure consciousness. Withdraw your attention from people, places, things, time, and events, and just be with your incoming and outgoing breath. Each and every breath is being observed. Let not a single breath pass by without your awareness. Breathe in and breathe out. As you keep observing your breath, slowly thoughts will start reducing. If still the thoughts are coming, just let them pass by out loud. Or tell them, please don't disturb me. And to yourself, and feel the vibrations all over your body. Feel the tingling. And slowly slip into the no mind state. And try to stay there as long as possible. Because when you are in the no mind state, life force energy will enter through your crown chakra. Breathe in deep till your bellies. And breathe out, calm. You can smile when you breathe out. Because humans are like flowers, very fresh, very beautiful. At the eyes of the Buddha, they are like flowers too. We too can be like a flower, especially when we smile. So when you breathe in, say to yourself, I'm a flower. Breathe out, feel fresh. Breathe in, and breathe out, fresh. Flowers make people happy. When you give a smile to anyone, it's like giving a flower. Keep smiling like flowers. We don't take care of flowers. They wither off and die. That is why we have to take care of ourselves. Pranic energy make you fresh like flowers. Your eyes, your mouth, your hands, your whole body will smile like flowers and become fresh again. Your each and every cell is breathing in life. So for your sake, for your own happiness, for all those around you, smile. Because when you are not fresh, when you are irritated, neither are you happy, nor are the people around you happy. in and imagine yourself as first. When you breathe out, now, my dear friends, leave yourself in the waters of the higher consciousness like a dry leaf falling into a river and flow with the flow of the waters. You don't have to swim. You don't have to resist. Just surrender. When the waters in the lake calm, we can reflect. We reflect everything around the trees, skies, mountains. See yourself as still waters. When you calm yourself, you can reflect. When you breathe in, say, I am still water. And when you breathe out, say, I reflect. Your breathing is a wonderful instrument to calm your mind. You do not distort anything. When we are not calm, we cannot receive messages from other people. Suppose the moon of the sky wants to reflect in a water of ponds and rivers. But if the water is not still and calm, how can the full moon reflect? Similarly, how can anything reflect in you if you are not calm? When you are in a state of calm, you reflect things as they are. The refreshing moon is traveling in the sky, my dear friends. If the pond of your human beings, the pond of your mind is calm, it will reflect the moon, the stars. When your mind is calm, you receive the truth. The moon, the mountains, the trees, they're dying to tell us the truth. Because the waters of our mind is not still, it's not calm. We are unable to receive the truth. Have to calm ourselves. A true understanding. Breathe in and breathe out. It's a wonderful way to calm yourself. Wonderful way to be like the waters which are calm. So breathe in and say, I'm water. And breathe out and say, I reflect. As your thoughts are decreasing, you're getting filled with a lot of cosmic energy. Feel the emptiness inside you and around you, because you are energy and all around is energy. And energy is nothing but emptiness. Now slowly bring your awareness to your heart region. If you can, place your hands on your hearts. Touch your heart and smile. When you do that, you are aware that you have a heart that beats and functions normally. Smile to your heart with gratitude. It's working day in and day out in order to keep us alive. It pumps so much of blood every day to nourish us alive, our bodies. You get time to sleep, to rest, but your heart works 24/7 to keep us alive. When I touch my heart with mindfulness, it expands and springs with love. Now let us be aware of any pain in our body. Feel an emotion of pain coming up in us. Do not fight the pain or cover the pain or run away from it. We know now how to generate energy by mindfulness. We can now recognize the pain. Let us embrace it tenderly. Be aware of any part of your body which is giving you trouble, any thoughts which is giving you trouble. Speak to them. Tell them, "Hi, my dear pain. I know you are there. Don't worry. I will take care of you. Any anger, any fear, any jealousy, I'll take good care. But for that, you have to be available and be there for it." We will do no violence. We will take care of it as a mother holds a crying baby. Our pain is our baby. The energy generated by mindfulness, by our meditation, is the loving mother. The mother has to recognize that the baby is suffering. All she does is picks the baby and holds it in her arms. That's all you have to do. You have to be there for the pain. When we breathe in and breathe out in awareness, we generate this energy of mindfulness. And this energy will recognize the pain and hold it tenderly and say to it, "Darling, I'm here for you. Don't worry. We'll take care." Your heart is so full of love. It can send love to each and every cell of your body, each and every nerve, each and every organ, and bathe it. Feel your body's melting and you becoming one with the emptiness around. Feel the love energy oozing out of your physical body. Send it to the person you love the most, spouse, your partner, your children, a parent, a friend. You're producing more and more love energy. And if the people living on the street, people you know, people you don't know, people you like, and people you don't like, because they need it most. When you find your friends, all this love will come back to you, because you are a magnet and you attract it back. We are spiritual beings who have come here for the human experience. Our true nature is love. Feel it. Melt yourself, as Rumi says. Be like the melting stone. Wash yourself of yourself. Let us stay with ourselves for another 2 minutes. Just come back. Present moment. Find your friend. I will count from 10 to 20. I'll help you come back. Physical compass. 10, 9, 8. Start getting aware. Your surroundings. Room you're sitting in. Your closed eyes. Be aware of the furniture of the room. 6, 5. Be aware of the place you're sitting. A chair, a cushion, a mattress. 4, 3. Start getting aware of your body, your arms, your legs. 2, 1. Be aware of your fingers, your toes. Move the toes of your feet. Wriggle them. Start moving the fingers of your hands. When I say 0, rub your palms. Place them on your lovely eyes for 5 seconds. 0. Rub your palms. Place them on your eyes and absorb all the energy which is there in your hands. Caress your face as you would caress a little baby with love and with a beautiful smile. Open your eyes. And come back. Okay. So if you need some time to actually come back to yourself, you can keep sitting with your eyes closed. You can lie down if you want to lie down for 5 minutes and drink a glass of water. So we have been sitting with ourselves for 1 hour now.
Thank you so much, Jaspreet ma'am. It was so beautiful, so soothing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for giving me your time and attention and helping me raise my own vibrations. So, anyone wants to share something, or shall we go ahead with Bhagavad Gita now? You can just write in the chat if you cannot speak.
Good morning, ma'am. Ashima this side.
Yes, Ashima.
Ma'am, during the meditation time, I feel numbness and unable to concentrate. So how can I overcome with this problem?
Yeah. So for that, you have to continue doing what you're doing. See, whatever we are doing, if we do it for 21 days at least, that is,
Okay.
yeah, at least you have to give it 21 days for it to become. See, we have a lot of things which we need to unlearn, right? And anything, when we give it attention for, say, about at least 21 days, we tend to absorb it and make it a habit. And numbness is very, 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 very normal. I also feel numb. I don't feel my body only after some time. And you feel numb, you can't move, it's because, see, when you're taking in all this energy, we are now moving from a physical body and getting conscious about our energy body. That is called the etheric body, which are, yeah. So for that, you need to understand a little theory, the anatomy of the things which you cannot see. We know the anatomy only of what we see, that is our physical body. That's the only anatomy we know. But the spiritual anatomy is different. In a spiritual anatomy, we are not just physical body, we are 7 bodies, 7 layers of bodies, or 5 koshas. Okay? Now,
But at that time, you told to us to keep our hands and feet crossed. So I need to open my hands because of that sensation. So I'm releasing the cosmic energy at that time.
see, I told you, as far as possible, we are supposed to keep it like this. But during meditation, if it opens up, or you are not conscious of and you're wanting to spread your legs or something, it's perfectly okay. Yes, we do lose a little, but 80% is lost when we open our eyes. So as far as you're not opening your eyes, you are still doing a fairly good job. If you're not able to sit like this for very long, and if you're opening your feet or opening your your fingers like that, it's okay. It's okay, because you have just started, na? So in the initial, when I used to do it long back, say in 2004, 5, like that, I could not sit for more than 2 minutes. I started with 2 minutes. 2 minutes, because I was also all messed up in my head, in my body. Okay, I had a lot of physical problems. I had a lot of, because of those, I was very stressed out. I had a lot of emotional problems. So I could not sit for more than 2 minutes, 4 minutes. Then I brought it to 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. Today, if you really did sit with me, so you have actually sat for 1 hour and you did not come to know. So you should be very proud and happy about yourself, for yourself. So all this see, that day also in the meeting also I said numbness, pain in the body. You can get pain also, a lot of pain in the head, because when the energy enters, sometimes it collects so much in your crown chakra that it does not flow down that easily, because you have so much of blockages. It is getting collected in your head. It can give you pain. It can go and get stuck in that region wherever there is a problem, wherever healing is required. It will give you pain. It's all normal. It's absolutely normal.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So don't bother about these little things. You can get pain. You can get itching. You can get numbness. You can get shivering. You can get trembles. You can feel lifeless. You can feel out of your body. You can feel as if your body is not there. All these things happen. Okay. But slowly, you will overcome them. If you continuously go on doing it, you will overcome them, and then the healing will start.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything else? Anybody? Or should we go to Bhagavad Gita now? I think we don't have any question. Okay. So no question at all. Thank you, Poonam. Thank you for joining. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I have 2 Poonams on the group. There's another friend of mine also. Okay. Okay. So, Sanjana ma'am, ready with Bhagavad Gita now?
Yeah, Vishali ma'am is also here.
Hi, Vishali.
Hello, Vishali ma'am.
Namaskar, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Good morning to everyone, Sanjana ji.
Good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Vishali ji.
Thank you, thank you.
ऑलरेडी आपकी मधुर आवाज सुनने के लिए आपके मुख से जो सुंदर श्लोक निकलते हैं बहुत मेस्मराइजिंग होते हैं.
Thank you, thank you.
Vishali, will you be putting your camera on?
Okay, okay.
So I can add you on. My camera khilao ji. Let us see your lovely face too. Why am I not able to share her with me? Okay. There she is. Okay, Sanjana ma'am, we are doing the 7th chapter now.
7th or the 8th?
Sorry, 8. Yeah. We finished the
chapter.
7th, right?
Yeah.
So in the end
उसमें
of
3rd and 5th.
Hanji. So end of the 7th May, Arjun is still asking questions. You know, Krishna has told him about the Brahman and he's still asking questions.
Right.
As Arjun is a slow learner, he asks these questions n number of times. तो वो फिर से वही question पूछ रहा है. He still wants to know what is Brahman, what is Adhyatma, what is Karma. So now again, Krishna is attempting to explain to him. So over to both of you now.
Yes.
Yeah. Anji Vishali ma'am, you are going to
Okay.
read.
The
Let
third
me
one.
share the screen and
One or three?
no, we are going
Third.
to do 3 first, na?
Yeah, third one.
Let me just share the screen, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Hanji.
Okay, just a second. मैंने 9 निकाला था. Okay, 8.
Slide से पढ़ पा रहे हो कि बुक से पढ़?
हाँ, I'm ready.
Okay.
अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्धव करो विसर्गः कर्म संज्ञितः.
Yeah. Thank you, Vishali ji. So this is the 8th chapter which we are doing. Akshar Brahma Yog. Knowledge of the Eternal. तो जैसे कि जसबीर मैम ने बोला कि अर्जुन कई सवाल पूछते हैं श्री कृष्ण से कि ब्रह्म क्या है, अध्यात्म क्या है, कर्म क्या है. तो श्री कृष्ण उनको जवाब देते हैं. ब्रह्म अक्षर है, परम है. इसकी मूल प्रकृति को अध्यात्म कहते हैं. तो ब्रह्म अक्षर है. अक्षर का मतलब जिसका क्षय नहीं होता. जिसका क्षय नहीं होता वह ब्रह्म है. जो अविनाशी है वह ब्रह्म है. तो ब्रह्म इज व्हाट? ब्रह्म इज द इंडिस्ट्रक्टिबल सुप्रीम एंटिटी. ब्रह्म अक्षर है, अनश्वर है, अविकारी है, सनातन है, स्वप्रकाशित है, अव्यय और सर्वव्यापक है. जिसका व्यय नहीं होता, सर्वव्यापक, वह ब्रह्म है. समस्त पदार्थों का मूल स्रोत और गर्भ वही है. अभिव्यक्त सभी प्राणी उसी में वास करते हैं, गति करते हैं और अपना अस्तित्व रखते हैं. इसलिए वह परम है और अक्षर है. इसकी मूल प्रकृति स्वभाव क्या है? अध्यात्म है. ब्रह्मन प्रत्येक शरीर में अंतर आत्मा रूप से निवासित है. वही अध्यात्म है. सो आत्मज्ञान, स्वयं को आत्मा के रूप में जानना. आत्मज्ञान क्या है? स्वयं को आत्मा के रूप में जानना. ब्रह्म तत्व तक पहुंचे तो हम विलीन हो जाते हैं, तब अहंकार नहीं रहता. और जीवन के उद्भव के लिए जो भी किया जाए वह कर्म है. तो बड़ी सरलता से श्री कृष्ण उनको समझा रहे हैं. Now let's see what Swami Rama has to say about this. So Brahman is the highest of all principles. The supreme Brahman alone exists and is the source of manifestation. Brahman is eternal. It is not subject to change, death or destruction. Brahman is not different from the innermost self of every individual. Brahman is the liberated state of consciousness. So it is that state in which Sri Krishna abides, And that state of consciousness can also be attained by the aspirant. Those who have attained a state of tranquility and equanimity have the knowledge of Brahman. So the word Adhyatam is used for the supreme Brahman as it exists in every individual soul. And karma is the power that brings about the origination of all beings. It is the creative fire by which life is developed, elevated, and evolved. The existence of all living beings comes about because of the law of karma. So these are all aspects of Brahman. So श्री कृष्ण ने इतने प्यार से अर्जुन को ये सब समझाया है. So we can move on to the 5th shloka, Vishali ji.
Okay.
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरम् यः प्रयाति समद्भावम् याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः.
Thank you, Vishali ji. So now, yet again, this is a beautiful shloka. Antkale. मतलब जो भी व्यक्ति मृत्यु के समय शरीर त्याग करते हुए केवल मेरा ही स्मरण करता है, वह मेरे ही भाव अथवा स्वरूप को प्राप्त होता है, इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है. अंत काल में जो मुझे स्मरण करता है वो मुक्त हो जाता है. So it is not the physical form Shri Krishna is talking about. तो हर काल में हमें स्मरण करना है. हम ध्यान में बैठते अपने आप से जुड़ते हैं, हम चेतना के प्रति चैतन्य होते हैं. We become conscious towards consciousness. तो सिर्फ ध्यान में नहीं, ध्यान तो शुरुआत है. हम हर वक्त हर घड़ी सजग रहें, ऑब्जर्व करें, हम दृष्टा बने. सो कहते हैं कि जब मोस्टली जो ऑर्डिनरी लोग हैं अंत समय में क्या होता है, वो अटैच्ड होते हैं अपने फिजिकल, दे आर हॉन्टेड बाय थॉट्स, डिजायर्स, attachments to the mundane world. At the last hour, one's departure from this world, he should remember the Lord, the divine. तो इसमें क्या बोलते हैं स्वामी रामा, during the transition period, remembering the Lord. And how can we remember the Lord at that time? तो every tradition teaches to remember. कैसे हम करते हैं, हम ध्यान के साथ जुड़े हैं. तो जब हम कॉन्शियस रहें, हम स्मरण करते रहें ईश्वर को, उस तत्व को, कॉन्शियसनेस के प्रति हम कॉन्शियस रहें, तो अगर हम अभी से प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो अंत काल में भी हमें स्मरण रहेगा. लेकिन हम सारी उम्र तो ऐसे ही हमने बिता दी और अंत काल में हमें कैसे स्मरण रहेगा? नहीं रहेगा. ऑर्डिनरी लोग तभी तो दुखी होते हैं. जैसे कहते हैं कि अंतिम मति सो गति. तो लास्ट टाइम पे हमारे जो थॉट्स होते हैं, विचार होते हैं, अटैचमेंट्स होते हैं, तो ये हमारा नेक्स्ट जीवन तय करता है. तो जब हम स्मरण रखते हुए अपने देह को त्यागेंगे तो ईश्वर के साथ एक हो जाएंगे, उस डिवाइन के साथ एक हो जाएंगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट श्री कृष्णा हैज एक्सप्लेन्ड. थैंक यू विशाली जी. थैंक यू जसबीर मैम. थैंक यू.
Okay, so we are done with this. So today, thank you, Sanjana and Vishali, both of you explained it so beautifully. All right, so we move on to the next topic of the day. We are going to do understand Essene mirrors. Has anyone heard about this before? Sanjana, you've heard about this?
Yes.
Can you say something about it?
Yes, I've heard about this mirror, क्योंकि हमारी जो भावनाएं होती हैं वही रिफ्लेक्ट बाहर होती है. As within, so without.
Absolutely.
तो अगर हमको बाहर कुछ चीजें मिल रही हैं, कुछ हमें ऐसे वाइब्रेशंस मिल रहे हैं, हम जो बाहर हम देख रहे हैं, वो एक इफेक्ट है, मिरर इफेक्ट है हमारे भीतर का.
Yes, yes. So actually, let me just share the slides also. So they actually decide, our radiant relationships, our relationships with ourselves, our relationship with all the people around us. Okay. Okay. So here are my few slides. Very briefly, I'll explain each one of them. So we are a reflection of our own relationships, and the relationships are a reflection of ourselves. Let me try and explain this further. Our relationships with people around, people, means our family members, our friends, our colleagues, everybody, people we meet in our life, our relationships with them, they are like mirrors. They are actually reflecting the content of our own consciousness. So whatever is in our consciousness, we are actually, it's very, very interesting. Now, when I'll just explain it further, you will understand better. So our true test of spirituality comes when we relate to people. Otherwise, अपने आप एक घंटा बैठे हम, we are feeling very calm, very nice. That's okay. But उसका use क्या है? किस लिए कर रहे हैं हम ये? So that हमारा rest of the 23 hours जो है, that should also pass in the same tranquility, in the same state of mind. But what happens? हम एक घंटा तो अच्छे से बैठते हैं, and then उसके बाद में अगेन हमारे जब हम रियलिटी में आते हैं, वी मीट सर्टन पीपल जो हमें ट्रिगर कर जाते हैं, हमारे घर में कोई बात हो जाती है, बच्चों से कोई बात हो जाती है, एंड स्ट्रेट अवे वी कम बैक टू द सेम स्टेट अगेन. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस. लेकिन हमारी जो ट्रू टेस्ट है, जो हम ये मेडिटेशन कर रहे हैं या हम ऐसे बैठते हैं इकट्ठे, उससे क्या होता है कि जो भी हमने सीखा, जो भी हमने गेन किया, भी हमने भगवत गीता भी सुना, ये सब सुनना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन उसका यूज क्या है, हम उसको कितना अब्सॉर्ब कर रहे हैं, कितना अप्लाई कर रहे हैं अपनी लाइफ में. तो लाइफ में अप्लाई करना क्या हुआ, हमारी लाइफ अकेले नहीं है. वी आर नॉट अलोन. वी हैव टू डील विद पीपल, वी हैव टू डील विद फ्रेंड्स, वी हैव टू डील विद our colleagues, we have to deal with our juniors, we have to deal with our seniors, we have to deal with people we like, we have to deal with people we don't like, जिनके साथ हमारी नहीं बनती, हमें उनके साथ भी डीलिंग सीखना है. So how we understand that we are reflecting ourselves in them. So for that, these 7 Essene mirrors were given. So who gave these 7 Essene mirrors? They are spiritual beings actually, who were present in the 150 BC to I think 70 AD. तो इस टाइम पीरियड में जीसस क्राइस्ट भी आए थे. इस टाइम पीरियड में आई थिंक और कौन था, आई थिंक गुरु नानक वाज आल्सो समवेयर इन दैट टाइम. सो नहीं, गुरु नानक नहीं थे उस टाइम पे, बुद्धा वाज देयर. सो these people, they have coined these 7 Essene mirrors for us, and वो टोटल रियलिटी है हमारे सारी रिलेशनशिप्स की. ठीक है. सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज वी विल स्टडी देम वन बाय वन. दिस विल हेल्प अस टू नो आवरसेल्व्स एंड आल्सो द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एवरीवन इन आवर लाइफ. हमारी लाइफ में जितने लोग हैं, उनके साथ हमारे रिलेशनशिप्स कैसे हैं, आपको एकदम से पता चलेगा. एंड देन यू विल आल्सो रियलाइज कि वेयर वी नीड टू हील आवरसेल्व्स. हमें अपनी हीलिंग कहाँ करनी है, कहाँ हम गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं अपने रिलेशनशिप्स में, with our spouse, with our children, with our friends, सबके साथ हम अपने relationships कैसे खराब कर रहे हैं. तो वो आप थोड़ा थोड़ा सा कहीं पे आपको उसका you will be able to pinpoint. So it will help us to evolve a present state. ठीक है. हमारे relationships fail क्यों हो जाते हैं? Because we are unable to understand. We expect so much, but हमें अपने अंदर क्या करना है हमें समझ नहीं आता. एंड वी कीप ऑन रिपीटिंग द सेम बिहेवियर. हम नॉर्मली ना अपने जिससे भी बात करते हैं, वी सी देम विद आवर पास्ट लेंस. मेरा मतलब जैसे 10 years बैक, 15 years बैक आपकी किसी से कोई बात हुई हो, या किसी को भी आप मिलते हो, आपकी वो मेमोरी एकदम फ्रेश हो जाती है और हम उस पर्सन को उस मेमोरी से जज करते हैं। मतलब हो सकता है कभी कोई आपके साथ रूड रहा हो, तो आपने उसके ऊपर एक लेबल ही लगा दिया दैट दिस पर्सन इज रूड। तो जब भी आपके सामने आता है, यू आर सीइंग हिम विद द पास्ट लेंस। आपके अंदर एक इमेज बन गई कि ये रूड है, तो वो रिफ्लेक्ट करेगी, दैट पर्सन विल अगेन बी रूड विद यू। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? मतलब जो आपके मन में एक पिक्चर बन गई उसकी, वो रिपीट होगी। मींस वट एवर यू रिपीट, वो आपके दिमाग में जो भी रिपीट हो रहा है, जो आपने रिपेयर नहीं किया, आपने हील नहीं किया, सो वी ऑलवेज रिपीट व्हाट वी डोंट रिपेयर। ओके, सो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस फर्दर। मैं एक एक करके एग्जांपल लूंगी, तो हम उसी को ना अट्रैक्ट करते हैं। जैसे संजना मैम ने अभी बोला, सो विद इन सो विदाउट। तो जैसे आपका अंदर फीलिंग आ रहा है, वही फीलिंग आप अट्रैक्ट कर लोगे बाहर से। सो दैट पर्सन विल बिहेव एग्जैक्टली द वे you have imagined him to behave with you. आपने सोचा है कि ये मेरे साथ तो गुस्से से ही बोलने वाला है, and that person will speak to you in anger, क्योंकि आपने वो इमेज ही अट्रैक्ट की है उसकी, जो आपके पास्ट मेमोरी की वजह से आपके मन में एक फिक्स हो चुकी है। So you are reflecting that same thing again and again and again. This is again something like law of attraction only. जो आप सोच रहे हो, जो आप बिलीव कर रहे हो, वो ही आप अट्रैक्ट करेंगे। सो हाउ डू वी चेंज इट? व्हेन वी स्टार्ट चेंजिंग थिंग्स इनसाइड अस, वी विल देन स्टार्ट चेंजिंग थिंग्स अराउंड अस। सो ये वेन डायर का एक डायलॉग है, व्हेन थिंग्स चेंज इनसाइड यू, थिंग्स स्टार्ट चेंजिंग अराउंड यू। सो हाउ डू वी डू दैट? फॉर दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज आवर एनवायरमेंट, जो हमारा बाहर जो है ना, दैट इज एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ आवर ओन माइंड। हमारे दिमाग का ही वो एक्सटेंशन है। सो वॉट एवर इज गोइंग ऑन इन आवर हेड, वी आर रिफ्लेक्टिंग इट आउटसाइड, टेकिंग इट बैक अगेन। ओके, जैसे आप मिरर में करते हैं, तो आपकी जितनी भी एनर्जी है ना, टेक इट एज अ करेंसी ऑफ द यूनिवर्स। जो करेंसी आप यूज करेंगे, इफ यू पे टू मच ऑफ अटेंशन किसी भी पैटर्न पे, यू बाय दैट पैटर्न। वी आर गिविंग सो मच ऑफ अटेंशन कि ओके, एनीवन, विशाली मैम वो तो ऐसे ही हैं, वो ऐसे हैं, ऐसे कुछ भी हम अपना इमेज बना लें उसका, तो वी विल बाय दैट थॉट बैक, द यूनिवर्स विल गिव दैट अस बैक। तो हम जहां पे भी हमारी एनर्जी जाती है, जहां पे भी हमारी अटेंशन जाती है, आवर एनर्जी इज गोइंग टू फ्लो देयर। wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. मेडिटेशन में भी आपने यही देखा, when I say think of your body pata, आप एकदम से आपका thought वहां जाता है। So when your thought goes there, your energy also flows there. So similarly in relationships, wherever our thoughts go for our people in our lives, हमारी energy भी वहीं चली जाती है। Okay? So what we judge in another person, हम उसको attract कर लेते हैं। Okay? So should we go to the first mirror now? I'm going to take up the first mirror. So the first mirror reflects to us that which we are. वही मैं अभी बताने की कोशिश कर रही थी. It is something we ourselves are doing or where we are ourselves have been in error or wounded. So हम क्या करते हैं? हम remember एक experiment हमने पढ़ा था when we did mind to matter or bliss brain, जिसमें whatever you observe, it becomes the way you are, when you observe, it changes the way you are observing it. For example, atoms जो हैं, they are energy also and they are particles also. Remember Sanjana, we did this, we saw this experiment once.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Energy can be in particle form also and in energy form also, wave form also, linear form also.
Yeah.
That depends. Once we start observing it, we start giving it that form. Okay? So whatever you are resisting, उसको हम persist करेंगे, वो हमारे साथ हमेशा रहेगा, जिस चीज को हम resist करते हैं। और जब हम उसको एक different eye से देखना start करेंगे, that thing which is being observed will also change. So we have to stop looking at people with the memory of our past, with the lens of the past. एक बार कभी किसी ने आपसे कुछ कहा या कोई बात हुई, हम उसको आज भी उसी से रिलेट करते हैं. So whenever you meet anyone, Anyone, your friend, your colleague, meet as if you're meeting that person for the first time. So when you meet anyone for the first time, do you judge anyone? We don't. जब हम first time किसी को मिलते हैं, we don't judge anyone, है ना? बट जब हम पुरानी किसी मेमोरी से उसको रिलेट करते हैं, तो हमने एक इमेज अपने दिमाग में बना लेते हैं कि ओ दिस पर्सन, ये तो ही इज स्टूपिड, ही इज दिस, ही इज रूड, राइट? तो हम पास्ट की मेमोरी से उसको देख रहे हैं. दैट इज द फर्स्ट सीन मिरर. सो व्हाट डू वी हैव टू डू? वी हैव टू स्टॉप लुकिंग एट एनीवन विद द पास्ट लेंस, और हम उसको ऐसे मिले जैसे हम उसको फर्स्ट टाइम मिल रहे हैं. सी, फर्स्ट टाइम आप किसी को भी मिलते हैं, यू स्माइल इवन इफ इट इज अ स्ट्रेंजर. आप जिसको नहीं भी जानते उसको भी जब फर्स्ट टाइम देखते हो आप स्माइल जरूर करते हो. So you look at everyone as if you're seeing them for the first time. Your thought process will change. Okay. We come to the second Essene mirror. That is, we reflect to us that which we judge. It is something we have an emotional charge with, something we have either been wounded by in the past and have not forgotten. तो यही अभी भी मैंने जो डिस्कस किया, हम पास्ट की मेमोरी से वी आर जजिंग पीपल, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट हम उसको फॉरगिव नहीं करते हैं. एंड व्हेन वी डोंट फॉरगिव पीपल whom we have judged by the past mirror, we are carrying that emotional charge with us. वो कहते हैं ना, neurons which wire together fire together. तो हम वही memory हार्ड वायर कर लेते हैं, उसको हम हार्ड वायर कर लेते हैं. एंड we are people can change, people evolve, people grow करते हैं. कोई पर्सन अपनी गलती रियलाइज करके चेंज हो सकता है, लेकिन हम उसको माफ करने के लिए रेडी नहीं रहते हैं, क्योंकि उसने एक टाइम पे कुछ बोला था, क्योंकि उसने एक टाइम पे कुछ किया था, हम उसको उसी से जज करते हैं. एंड वी इवैल्यूएट दैट पर्सन विद आवर पास्ट इंटेलिजेंस एंड आवर पास्ट मेमोरी. ओके. So Krishnamurti is another very evolved spiritual person. He says, observe without evaluating is the highest form of human intelligence. When we observe a person without our past memory, we are intelligent beings. Okay? We are being foolish अगर हम किसी को past memory की वजह से judge करते रहे every time. So when we are judging people with our past memory, हमें क्या heal करना है? It is a part of our own ego which we have to heal. तो हमें किसी को जब मिलना है, हमने एक न्यूट्रल वे से मिलना है, जैसे हम फर्स्ट टाइम मिले. मैंने लास्ट टाइम अगर कोई गलती करी थी, आज आप मुझे देखते ही आपको वही गलती याद आ रही है, तो आप मुझे पास्ट मेमोरी से देख रहे हैं. So that आपके अंदर that thing is nursing, that negativity is nursing in yourself. So we have to heal that, because people, as I say, they can evolve, they can change. You know, you can create who you are. जो आप अभी बनना चाह रहे हो, you can. We are co-creators. So we can create who we are rather than create who we were. जो हम थे उसको बार बार क्रिएट मत करो मन में. We should start creating who we are now. ठीक है? So the universe brings the aspects of others what is active in our vibration. तो हमारी vibration में उनकी image जो active है, वो ही universe हमें देती है. It is reflecting that image back to us. So now let us catch people doing right things. मतलब even if our children, हम ना हमेशा उनकी गलतियां ढूंढने में लगे रहते हैं कि तुमने ये गलत किया, तुमने ये गलत किया. Husband में भी, अपने partner में भी, अपने बच्चों में भी. We're always trying to find mistakes. Why not catch them doing something right? वो कुछ अच्छा भी तो करते ही होंगे कभी. तब हम कभी notice नहीं करते कि oh, you're doing a wonderful thing. उसको हम ignore कर जाते हैं. And we are always ready to check a person जब वो गलती करेगा कि तुमने ये गलत किया. अब मैंने 2 घंटा बोला, इसमें जरूर मैंने 2-4 जगह कहीं पे गलतियां भी की होंगी, लेकिन जहां गलती की अगर आपकी अटेंशन वहां अटक गई, ये तो देखो यहाँ गलत बोले, ये यहाँ गलत बोले, rather than try to pick something जो किसी ने ठीक बोला. Why do we concentrate? वो जब हम गलती ढूंढ रहे हैं ना, वो हमारा अपना रिफ्लेक्शन है, हमारी ईगो का रिफ्लेक्शन है. Okay, so that is the second mirror. Here, now try to understand this. Here, we reflect back to us something we lost, gave away, or had been taken away. So, इसको कैसे explain करेंगे? When we see something we love and desire in another, it is often something we have lost, given away, or had stolen in our own lives. Now, sometimes we judge people for what, for example, मैं छोटी सी बात बोलूं, जैसे किसी पर्सन के पास एक बहुत एक्सपेंसिव कार है, या बहुत एक्सपेंसिव ज्वेलरी है, या किसी के पास बहुत अच्छा घर है, ठीक है? वो आपको कुछ नहीं कह रहा है, वो अपनी कार में जा रहा है चुपचाप, बट हमारे मन में चलने लग जाता है कि देखो कितना शो ऑफ कर रहा है ना? वो तो कुछ नहीं कह रहा, उसने अपनी कार पे लिखा तो नहीं है कि आई एम शोइंग ऑफ माय कार. ही हैज अ कार, ही इज गोइंग इन हिज कार, एंड हमने अपने मन में बातें बना ली कि ये कितना कितना लाउड है, ही इज शोइंग ऑफ हिज मनी. वी गो टू एनी फंक्शन, एनी गैदरिंग, कोई लेडी ने बहुत लाउड ज्वेलरी पहनी है, बहुत ज्यादा मेकअप किया है, कुछ भी किया है, उसको अच्छा लग रहा है, भाई उसने किया है, जस्ट लेट हर बी. हम बैठ के बातें बनाने लग जाते हैं कि जस्ट लुक एट हर, इतनी भारी ज्वेलरी पहनने की क्या जरूरत थी, इतना एक्सपेंसिव ड्रेस पहनने की क्या जरूरत थी, सच अ शो ऑफ. कितना टाइम एंड मनी स्पेंड करते हैं ये एंड बाइंग ज्वेलरी. वी जनरली डू दिस, वी सिट इन अ कॉर्नर एंड वी स्टार्ट टॉकिंग दिस. तो समवेयर आप रियलाइज नहीं कर रहे हैं, that is something which you are not doing, and you're reflecting that inside you. A person who's very content, जिसके पास सब कुछ है, जिसके पास, who's happy, who has everything around, will always be happy in another person's happiness. वो कभी बातें नहीं बनाएगा बैठ के. It's only when you are lacking that in you. Now, when I say lose someone, I just don't mean romantic relationships here. This is not, it can be with anyone, with your sister, with your brother, with any friend, any father. तो वो अगर आपकी लाइफ में कहीं से वो रिलेशनशिप डिस्टर्ब है, तो we tend to start judging. ठीक है? We start challenging ourselves, we start judging the situation. हम कमेंटिंग शुरू कर देते हैं. Why? Because हमारी deep desire, if we have lost any one of these relationships in our life, a father maybe, कई बार ऐसा नहीं होता, हम किसी को मिलते हैं तो हमें एकदम देख के लगता है, अब मैं उसको पॉजिटिव वे में लेके जा रही हूँ, कि ये मेरा फादर फिगर जैसा है. This person is so much like my sister, because you did not find that thing when you were with your sister. तो किसी अननोन पर्सन से भी फर्स्ट टाइम भी आप मिलते हो, यू गेट दैट कनेक्ट. इससे तो मुझे बिल्कुल फादर वाली फीलिंग आ रही है, इससे तो मुझे बिल्कुल ब्रदर वाली फीलिंग आती है. तो वो क्यों आती है? देयर इज सम क्वालिटी व्हिच यू नोटिस्ड व्हिच वाज मिसिंग इन योर फ्रैगमेंटेड सोल. मतलब आपके सोल के किसी पार्ट में वो पार्ट मिसिंग था, तो आप बड़ी जल्दी कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं. Because you are wanting to become whole, you are wanting to become complete. तो जो चीज हमारे में मिसिंग है, हम दूसरे को या तो जज करने लग जाते हैं, या we want to connect with that person so that हम एक complete whole बन जाएं. So that reflects back to us what we have lost and which has been taken away from us. Okay? All right. Then we come to the fourth one. Now reflects to us our forgotten love. This could be a way of life, a lost or an unfinished relationship. Now we have lost this love in our life क्योंकि हम अपने आप में इतने engrossed हो गए. You've heard of something which is OCD? Full form of OCD?
Yes, obsessive compulsive disorder.
So when we get obsessed with something, addicted to something, it can be anything. It can be money, It can be money. It can be obsessed with the cleanliness in the house. It can be obsessed with perfection. It can be obsessed with some vice like drinking, smoking, drugs. It can be obsession even of physical desires, too much obsessed. So ये जो obsession हो जाती है ना, we tend to lose our most dear ones. For example, एक आदमी है who's under so much of pressure of earning a lot of money, success, business में succeed करना है. He's so engrossed in making money, he is losing on the relationships with his wife, with his children. और उसको पता नहीं चलता. He does not feel the guilt. He says, मैं तो time दे रहा हूँ. अब बोलो ना कि आप घर पे टाइम ही नहीं देते, you are not there, you are not available. I'm there. Whenever you need me, you can call me. That is not giving time. आप बच्चों के साथ बैठते हो, you play some games, you watch some movie, that quality time when you are discussing, not just to sit with them and check them कि तुमने यहाँ गलती की, तुमने यहाँ गलती की. That is not quality time. So when we get obsessed with something, हम अपनी life में कुछ ना कुछ ignore करना शुरू कर देते हैं, and that ignoring, we generally ignore people who are very dear to us otherwise. Am I correct? Does it happen?
Yes, ma'am. It
When a
happens.
person is addicted too much to something, अब हम सफाई में इतना engross हो जाएं. I was like that, you know, very finicky. तो बच्चों को देखते I used to just pounce on them. यहाँ गंद मचा दिया है तुमने, वहाँ गंद मचा दिया, ये गंदा है, वो गंदा है. उनके लिए ठीक है, just let them be. They're living their own life. ठीक है, till they were very small, they were depending on you, it's okay. वो बड़े हो गए हैं. They like clutter in their room. They like their cupboards full of, you know, not properly kept clothes. What is your problem in life? वो जो थोड़ा सा टाइम आप उनके साथ स्पेंड करते हैं, हम उनकी गलतियां ही निकालते रह जाएंगे. We are going away from each other. So just start accepting people the way they are. वो जैसे हैं ठीक है, जो भी है. हम अपनी obsession उनके ऊपर डालने लगते हैं. हमें जैसा चाहिए, हमें सब में वैसा चाहिए. ये मेरे में बहुत ज्यादा होता था. I wanted everyone to behave the way I want them to behave, which was making me go away from my loved ones. You know, children will start avoiding you. अगर आप सारा टाइम अपना उनके ऊपर थोपेंगे, they will stop coming near you. वो कहेंगे the minute मम्मी हमें देखेंगी, she will start off ये करो, वो करो, वो करो, ऐसा करो, वैसा करो लाइफ में. उनको जो करना है करने दो. And when we go deeper in spirituality, we also realize, for all you know, their souls are older than your souls. जब कभी आगे हम souls life पढ़ेंगे, you never know. आप हो सकता है कम टाइम आए हो अभी अर्थ में, वो आपसे बहुत टाइम आ चुके हैं. आने के लिए फिजिकल बॉडी में तो आना जरूरी है ही ना. तो फिजिकल बॉडी में आने से बेबी से बड़े होना तो जरूरी है. तो जो सोल बहुत टाइम के बाद मैच्योर सोल होकर, ओल्ड सोल होकर आ रही है, वो भी बेबी से ही. कितने भी आपके डाइटीज थे, कृष्णा थे, हनुमान जी थे, ये सब थे, ये छोटे होके ही बड़े हुए हैं ना. वो आते ही तो बड़े नहीं थे. तो जब वो छोटे थे तो वो क्या, जो बड़े लोग थे जो अनअवेयर थे, उनसे क्या छोटे थे? नहीं, उनकी कॉन्शियसनेस तो बड़ी थी. हमारी सोल की तो डेथ हुई नहीं है. उनकी सोल तो बहुत बार आके जा चुकी है, और अब तो वो अपनी मर्जी से आते हैं, because they are coming to guide us. They are not coming to balance their karmas now. They are transcendental souls. They come on their own will for some mission. Jesus came for that. Guru Nanak came for that. All of them came for some mission, for humanity. So when they come, they are not coming for, they could be even older than their mother, their father, in the soul level. So who are we to check them? For all you know, your children are more evolved than you already. हाँ ठीक है, उनकी फिजिकल बॉडी की केयर जब तक करनी है, जब तक वो 13, 14, 15, 16 के होते हैं, they are dependent on us for their physical food and रहते हैं हमारे साथ जब तक उनका करियर नहीं बनता. Once they are on their own, we have to let them go. We have to be on their own. We will not decide what career they will choose. We will not decide whom they will marry. We will not decide how they will lead their life later. We will not decide when they will have children. All this is going to be their decisions. Am I clear? Because when we interfere too much in the life of others, we ruin our relationships with them. Okay? So I'll go to the next one. We reflect back to us a father and mother. That means it is often said we marry a father or mother. We also often become them, acting out of the same healthy and unhealthy pattern we learned as a child. Now, this is very, very common. हम normally अपने घर में वही patterns repeat करते हैं जो हमने अपनी childhood में देखे. Whatever my mother did, subconsciously I'm doing the same. Okay, and I'm sure that goes for all of us, whether it comes to our behavior, our rituals, our religion. जो हमने अपने बच्चों parents को करते देखा, we are going on doing that repeatedly, without giving it a thought. Is it still relevant? Is it still relevant or not? अब हम जब इतनी spirituality की बातें करते हैं, when we've understood so much, जब अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि your child could be even older than you at the soul level, तो आप अपने अब 18-year-old बच्चे को अभी भी अगर आप गाइड ही करते रहेंगे कि तुम्हें ये करना चाहिए, तुम्हें ये करना चाहिए, so you are going to go away. Remember when we were children, at least I was a rebel. When I was in that age group, I used to rebel. You know, I was not ready to accept whatever was just told to me. जो भी मुझे कहा जाता था, अब कई लोग vocally बोलते हैं, कई लोग नहीं vocally बोलते हैं. हमारी अपनी consciousness है, हमारे अंदर क्या है वो हम decide करेंगे ना. So similarly, let your children also decide their life. You can be a guiding force. When they come to you, कहते हैं ना, speak when spoken to. वो आपके पास आएंगे अपने आप अपनी problem लेके. Then with your experience, with your intelligence, you can guide them. There is a difference between guiding and ruling them. So there's a lovely poem also by Khalil Gibran, that is, our children are not our children. Okay? They have been just brought into this world through us. They are not our properties. That soul just came into this life through you. You don't own it. तो अपना ये जो hold है ना, उसको थोड़ा सा छोड़िए, especially if your children have crossed the age of 18, 19, 20. Let them live their life. Let them breathe. अपने husbands के ऊपर की grip थोड़ी कम करिए. See, I'm talking about experience, been there, done that. And it does not help to, evolve your relationships अगर आप वो continue करते रहेंगे. Okay, we are running out of time now. Let's go ahead. The sixth mirror now. It reflects back to us the quest for darkness, or what is often referred to as the dark night of the soul. This is when we meet our greatest challenges, our greatest fears, and have been gathering the tools and understanding in life to confront them. Now, life में हमेशा कभी ना कभी कोई ऐसा hurdle, कोई ऐसा challenge आता है जहां आप एकदम एक dead end में पहुंच जाते हैं. It can be a physical ailment, it can be a loss of a loved one, it can be some financial loss, sudden financial loss. कोई भी ऐसा change आता है which compels us to collect tools for our understanding. हम सबकी लाइफ में कभी ना कभी कुछ ऐसा हुआ है जब हमने दूसरे रास्ते ढूंढे हैं. ठीक है, लाइफ एक चलती जा रही थी, वो भी जरूरी होता है. फिजिकल लाइफ अपनी चलती जा रही है. हम अपने करियर में काम करते हैं, we want to progress, earn little money, वो सब is okay. But then sometimes a hurdle comes in our life which turns us towards finding answers, gathering tools. The meditation is a tool. हमारी लाइफ में कोई hurdle ऐसा आ जाता है जब हम समझना चाहते हैं what are we, where have we come from. We are part of that super consciousness. We are just a wave from the ocean. So when the wave is going to realize that it is the ocean, that is enlightenment. वेव अलग हट के ओशन को देख के और उसको एडमायर करे, that is not enlightenment. The truth is the wave never gets separated from the ocean. It is always connected. So हमारी ये जो individual consciousness है, the fragment of the bigger consciousness, it is not separate from that bigger consciousness. That little fragment is us. In fact, it is not even in our body. Our body is inside that fragment. Consciousness छोटी नहीं हो सकती, आपकी सोल छोटी नहीं हो सकती, आपकी बॉडी उस सोल के अंदर है. आप ये मान के चलिए, बॉडी तो सिर्फ एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है उसको यहाँ लाने का. So it's not even a tiny speck inside you. It is in fact your whole consciousness is holding your body, and that is a fragment of the bigger super consciousness. So अभी जैसे श्लोका में भी हमने पढ़ा, कृष्णा says, अब अगर हम अब कृष्णा वर्ड ना यूज करके अगर हम कहें, the super consciousness says that when you are leaving the physical body, just remember that you're going to merge into that back. Why? With the feeling कि यहाँ की desires का काम खत्म हो गया, वो तो इस physical body के साथ थे, वो खत्म हो गया. Now I'm merging with my own superconscious. And then I will again go back into another body maybe to learn certain more lessons in life. So that is what we are supposed to do. If whenever our last moments are there, agar हम meditation करें, that's the best, because you go into the no mind state and you merge into the super consciousness without any thoughts of the present of this physical life. Okay? So जो भी ये dark night of the soul आती है, जैसे मेरे साथ मेरी एक physical ailment आई थी, I consider that as the dark night of my soul. Someone could have lost a very close loved one. That could be a dark night of the soul. And these things make you change and start finding more tools for your own understanding and to confront these problems. Okay? Now I come to the seventh one. The seventh one reflects back to us our own self-perception. Others will perceive and treat us accordingly to how we perceive and treat ourselves. So यहाँ पे आया self-love. If you do not have the capacity to love yourself and respect yourself, you will never have the capacity to love and respect anyone, and you will never be able to attract that from anybody else. है ना? तो हम अपने आप को वैसे ही ट्रीट करते हैं जैसे हमने अपने लिए, हम वो जब बेचारा फिगर बन जाते हैं, that is total disrespect to your consciousness. जो हम बेचारे बने रहते हैं, you know. तो हमें content रहना है. We have to be happy with what we are. Even if we succeed without contentment, it is utter failure. तो हमें वो contentment लाना है, अपने आप को perfect समझना है, and we will reflect the same from others. So start loving yourself. When I say loving, even in meditation, I tell you, अपने face को प्यार से touch करो. हम कभी नहीं करते. Do we do that? Do we love ourselves? कभी सिर्फ physical body की बात नहीं है. आपके अंदर बहुत talents होंगे. कभी बैठ के अपने आप को compliment किया है? नहीं करते. We keep waiting कि कोई और करे, और जब कोई और नहीं करता हम दुखी हो जाते हैं. मैंने कितना अच्छा खाना बनाया था, किसी ने सुना देखा भी नहीं, मुझे कॉम्प्लीमेंट भी नहीं किया. अब बहुत अच्छे से तैयार हुए हो कहीं जाने के लिए, और किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया बीच में, अरे ये कलर तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, आपका एंथुसियाज्म वहीं खत्म हो गया, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस जीरो हो गया. Why do you care what anyone else is saying? आप अपने आप को खुद को कॉम्प्लीमेंट दो ना, because that will reflect on your face, that will reflect in your body language, and you will attract that from others. कोई आपको negative comment दे ही नहीं पाएगा when you are so full of confidence in yourself, with love, not with arrogance. So I hope I was able to explain certain things here. हम कैसे अपने relationships को improve कर सकते हैं, because जब रहना है planet पे, हमें relationships तो बहुत ही एक important part होता है. which is the cause of our stress. Okay, we've taken a lot of time. If there's any question, I'm going to stop the recording now. किसी को कोई भी question कुछ पूछना है, so I can stay here for another 5 minutes.